Industry Insider, brought to you by Jay Dillon, coming to you from the Australasian Worldwide Music Expo 2012, and joining me from WOMAD UK, Paula Henderson. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. A bit jet lagged, but not too bad.
Yeah, you're looking fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look okay. Malcolm Haynes from Glastonbury before said he's a little bit jet lagged. Do you actually get over the jet lag before the end of these conferences, or is it sort of subsiding once the conference is done?
Yeah, normally by Monday when we're leaving is when you're feeling a bit better.
Yep.
So yeah, but that's always the way. It's for every festival we do as well. You tend to be getting over your jet lag as you're leaving the country.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? Now, Paula, can you take us through a little bit about how you got into the business and where you started?
Well, sure. I mean, I started with WOMAD in 1989 as literally the office junior. I wanted to work within the music industry. I loved music, and so I worked on production in terms of helping with hiring toilets. I assisted the artistic director at the time in just doing his letters, and then the more I got to know about it and the more I learned from them, that I kind of moved up until Thomas left in about 2008, and I was asked to take over the artistic programming. So, but I kind of know all aspects of the event as well. I could get you a trader if you wanted or anything. Yeah. So it's good to have an all-round experience as well.
Yeah, that might have to be a very valuable asset to WOMAD, especially starting from the very bottom and working your way through. You probably know the ins and outs better than most people would.
Yeah, I think so, but I have to be a bit careful so that I don't go around telling people how to do their jobs.
Yeah, well, I mean that'd be a skill that you would definitely need. I guess you want to give people that creative freedom to sort of put their own stamp on things, I guess, as well.
Well, yes, and it's also sometimes quite helpful because when you're working on, say you've worked in production, especially the technical side, when you're programming, then when you're saying, I want to put this on, and they're saying, oh, you can't do that because of the piano and the acoustics and everything, understanding that as well is really helpful within doing the program. So I work very closely now with the technical production team to make sure that when we're putting something on a stage, it will work on the stage, and I haven't put on something too big or too small for that area.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can you take us through a little bit about how WOMAD operates? It's WOMAD UK, but does it operate outside of the UK?
Yeah, we're an international organisation, so we work in Australia, New Zealand, UK, Spain, Italy, Abu Dhabi. We're probably going to Russia later this year. So we have events all over the world. We started in the UK, but all of our events, we work in partnerships with other places, say in Australia with the organisation Arts Project Australia. Mm-hmm. And in Abu Dhabi, we were with a company called Adash, which was a local government. So we have partners in those places. But in the UK, we are completely solo. We promote, we do the whole thing, completely self-funded. We don't get sponsorship or government funding for that.
Okay. Now, does the setup of WOMAD change depending on what country you're in, or do you keep the blueprint from the UK and take that to the respective countries?
It changes for every country. They're all very different events. So, and even the program is. So we may have some core groups that will work on every country. But again, if we had a group that played in Abu Dhabi, it may not work in Spain just because your audiences are different. And you're trying to work with the audience as well to make sure you're putting on a festival that entertains. Mm-hmm. We do a big educational projects that go into schools. So it brings the school children into the festivals. But yeah, they're all planned completely differently.
Mm-hmm. Now, where's WOMAD headed for the next few years? I understand there's quite a few festivals in the UK sort of trying to revitalise or change their approach. Do you guys look at always reinventing the festival, or do you stick to that same vibe?
We kind of stick to the same vibe because it works, and we see. I mean, this year we had bigger audience than in the previous 2 years. So every year, ironically, our audience is increasing, which kind of says, well, we're doing the right thing. I think the kind of music we have is very original for the UK, although there's probably about 500 festivals in the UK. Mm-hmm. There isn't anyone that is mainly putting on what people class as kind of music, international music, world music. But what we have found is we are working to bring in a younger audience as well, because people still come to the festival who came in 1982. Now, at the end of the day, they're going to be in their 60s, and we need to have that younger audience come in, or else we will die off in a few years, mm-hmm. and we won't have an audience. So it's kind of keeping the music fresh as well.
It sounds very interesting. Well, we're looking forward to hopefully coming over and maybe attending the event in the next 12 months, and we'll definitely keep in touch. And if you want any more information, make sure you go check it out. World of Music and Dance, as explained to me by Martin Elborn as well. If anyone's trying to figure out what that is. And how's Martin? Have you seen him lately? Is he good?
I haven't seen him lately. I say it was late last year, but he was absolutely fine. He came to our 30th anniversary. We had our UK 30th anniversary party at the festival. So he came.
Did he behave himself?
He behaved himself. He had we have photographs taken because all the founders were there. So Peter Gabriel was there, Bob Hooton, Martin, Ricky. So yeah, lots of them, and it was great. It was a really good celebration. It was a nice thing to do.
Fantastic. All right, Paula. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of AWME, and we'll definitely stay in touch, and hopefully we'll bump into you again at another conference.
Yeah, well, do come to the WOMAD Festival in the UK. It's quite an experience.
Okay, well, I'll take that as an invite. We'll head over.
Wellies.
Absolutely. Paula Henderson from WOMAD UK joining me here at the Australasian Worldwide Music Expo 2012 for Industry Insider.